If you clicked on this video, chances are you've been through some very transformative, drastic changes in life and you're ready to pivot and just come out of your comfort zone, get back to your creativity, get back to the really fun stuff you used to do in life. You're ready to shine your light, bring out your beacon, and get back to who you were or a newer person that you are. Like you're getting your spark back and you're just ready to share that with the world, your new self, your more aware self, your more intuitive self, someone that has been through just a lot. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Oluwatogreat, but you can call me Oluwatogreat. Thank you for joining our community today. This is actually a 4-part series, so we are going to have 4 episodes of the art of the comeback. It's going to be broken down into segments, and the first segment will be the why. Why did you leave? Why did life happen to you the way life happened to you? What drastic changes did you go through? What transformative lessons have you learned? What led you, to the next phase of who you are, and why you feel like now is the best time to come back into the world, and what are you ready to give to the world. So in this episode, we'll be focusing on why I left YouTube. What are the things that transpired? What shifted? What were the challenges that led to the point where I had to step back from YouTube, take a husa, take a break. My name is Oluwatogreat. I am Yoruba, and I actually grew up in South Africa and only moved back to Lagos about 2 years and a few months ago. Almost 3 years now that I left my old reality for this new one. And when I left YouTube, I had to leave YouTube because I wasn't going to be consistent on YouTube anymore, because I was going through so many life changes, so many drastic things were happening all at the same time. I'm talking about in terms of work, people, a lot of things were just going on at the same time, and I knew it was going to take away from the consistency that I used to have on YouTube. The type of content that I was curating previously on YouTube were actually more focused on gym activities, like gym vlogs, what I wear to the gym, what I eat in a day. And before then, I would film literally almost anything. YouTube was like my creative space, a place where I can express myself creatively. It still is, which is definitely why I'm back here. I actually created my channel in 2019, but I only started posting consistently in 2020. If you scroll through my page now, I've actually done a bit of a YouTube audit where I've taken a lot of videos down because they just don't resonate anymore with who I am. And that tends to happen in life. When life starts throwing you a lot of curveballs, you can see it in many ways. One of the ways I chose to see it is a chance for me to grow. And trust me, at first, I didn't see it as a chance to grow. I was like, what is going on? Why is my world going upside down? Because I lost my job. I lost someone that I considered my best friend. Not to death or anything, just we grew apart. We made different choices in life. A relationship of about 5 years also crumbled. So a lot of things were happening at the same time. And those were the major reasons I had to step back from YouTube and drop out of YouTube. Drop out of YouTube to check into the school of life, to learn lessons, to come and share with you as someone who is willing to be in my community, willing to learn with me, willing to be vulnerable and raw and authentic with me. Some of the major reasons I had to step back from YouTube: I was creating content, but I was not content on the inside. I mean, when I was creating gym vlogs, I thought that would actually help with the state of mind where my mind was at that time, which was a very depressive state. Actually, I was not happy. I just lost my job. I was getting fat, literally, because I usually am a skinny person, so I started getting a lot of unhealthy weight, and I thought, you know what, I'll force myself, I will resist this change and just check myself into the gym. Now, don't get me wrong, the gym really did something for me, which was on the outside. It made me look good. I lost a lot of weight. My skin was glowing. I was drinking all those healthy juices and everything, but that was not helping what was happening in my mind. The battle was in my mind. Spiritual attacks actually happen psychologically before they even permeate into your reality. It was the state I was in. My mind was filled with anxiety, was filled with depression, was filled with unhealthy thoughts. And what brought about these patterns were series of events like a job loss, losing a friend that you thought had your best interest at heart, and losing a relationship of many years that you thought you were going to grow old with. Now, I don't know what your story is, what drastic changes might have happened that might have put you in such a state of mind. If you're still in that position, my advice is that you take a step back and show yourself some grace and some compassion, because your mind lies to you sometimes, and it's up to you to reprogram your mind and tell yourself the opposite of the negative things it's telling you. Because when I was in those depressive states and I thought the gym is going to reset my brain, because then my brain would have all this healthy chemicals, it was only helping me on the outside. I had to sit with myself and do some introspections and try to learn what this situation is trying to teach me. Try to calm myself down, calm my mind down. It wasn't easy. Like, my anxieties were actually so bad, like I wouldn't even want to go outside. I wouldn't even want to talk to anyone. I would literally want to sit by myself in the dark. So it was like I was in a pit that was so dark and so shallow, and the only person that can get me out was myself. The only person that can get you out of that state is yourself. Is what you feed your mind, is what you tell yourself every single minute, every single day, every single hour. What defines you is what you tell yourself. So I had to start building up a strong mechanism against my anxiety, against my depressive thoughts, against every single thing. Like, I had to reduce the noise basically from the outside and go within, because going to the gym and pretending like everything was okay was not going to cut it. So those are some of the reasons I had to step back. I mean, even that affected my creativity, in the sense that I didn't want to get out of bed. I was already in a rut, so there was no getting me outside of that zone, even though it was uncomfortable. And the only person that could do it for me was myself. And I'm telling you right now that you can do it. If you're still in that state where you feel like, when am I going to have my comeback story? It is coming. Be patient with yourself, show yourself some grace, and you will definitely get there. I want you to see me as a testimony moving forward, because I could have never imagined that I would be able to even sit here and tell my story and bring you along this journey. It was that bad. But if I can do it, you can do it. If I can get myself out of those state of mind and bring myself back to a state of clarity, of being self-aware, of taking something as negative as experiences that I went through and making it a positive, you can do it too. And I'm here to hold your hands. I'm here to let you know that being vulnerable and allowing God to change a lot of things in your life will pay off in the long run. Now, another reason I left, outside of not being consistent, is because I had to relocate, which we will talk about in the next episode of this 4-part series. And I can't wait to have you there with me. So make sure that you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I upload the next series. And if you made it this far into the video, I want you to leave this emoji in the comment section so that I know that you are committed to growth, you're committed to self-care, you're committed to self-love, you're committed to being self-aware and growing in this journey, and you're ready for the greatest comeback of your life, the greatest comeback that you can imagine for yourself. Once again, thank you for clicking on this video, and I will see you in the next episode. Stay safe, and remember, your mind is everything. Safeguard it.